All right, welcome to another episode of Soto Desperado Plays Ark Survival Ascended. Just organizing my 5-stat boy and girl here. Now, theoretically, I should just breed these to make a bunch of females and then, try to get one of the other males to pass on that characteristic. But since I got a male and a female, I can do both sides. I can, these guys are done mating. And this baby grew up, and now he's breeding with his own mommy. So he's got 3 stats, and this one's got 3 stats. And they have health in common. So we're going to see if we can actually get them to combine. The chances of them combining all at once like that are like so small, it's not even funny. Alright, so that's started. So anyway, I'm going to continue putting saddles on here and screwing around getting these guys organized, because there's quite a few of them. These are the new females. They're supposed to be more advanced than the other females, but we'll see. Either way, remember, I only need oxygen and melee. I got all the other stats. So this one has melee. You know what I mean? If it isn't oxygen, it's going to be melee. There we go. Oops. There we go. Alright, so it looks like I only had those 4 females. These 3 and this red one. I kind of like the red color. I wish the green wasn't there, but you can't have it all. Some of these females, they're probably not even ready. Oh, that one's ready. Shit. Put you there. Might be able to accomplish the same thing just by breeding him with the females. Let's see if I can do that. Wait a minute. Alright, so I do have a video lined up. Let me get that started. Alright, I am Rashad. This warehouse graveyard shift is driving me crazy. I can't do this much longer.
What's going on, YouTube? It's your boy Rashad, back with another video.
Yo.
Yes, I will be venting again about the warehouse job, so bear with me. I know some of y'all may be tired of it. Some of y'all may be excited, like, yes, he's talking about these damn jobs again. He's exposing his bullshit. I know, it's mixed reviews about this topic, but I got to give the people what they want. And I got to vent at the end of the day, because as tired as people are of hearing about this, and as tired as I am of talking about it, it don't change the fact that we got to vent every once in a while. We got to get this shit off our chests every once in a while, because I'm one of those quiet people at the job. I try to stay out the way, mind my business, work smarter, not harder. I still work hard, but I work smart. I'm not gonna come on here and act like I'm goddamn the Terminator at work. I'm just fucking killing everything 24/7. Like, no, like, I'm not a robot. So are there times where, I'm in the bathroom, doing the bathroom glitch, if you know what I mean? If you know, doing the bathroom glitch. Do I know how to manipulate things in a way to where I can still work hard but not kill myself? Yes, I've learned that, because trust me, I used to work at UPS, and this is where I initially learned the value of working smarter. It's the first ever warehouse job that I worked at, UPS. And when I tell you, I worked hard every fucking day. I worked hard every fucking day. I even made a video. I think it was my most viewed video, or one of my most viewed videos on my old channel called King Rashad. It had semen retention in the title, but it was basically a story time about me quitting this warehouse job at UPS and feeling overworked and all these things. And that was the first job where I realized, because like I said, I worked hard every single day. I feel like I was the best worker, the hardest worker in there.
It may have improved.
And what I learned working there, being around people that didn't work as hard as me, and realizing that the majority didn't work hard. Your average worker was just trying to make it to the end of the shift, whatever they had to do. Your average worker does the bare minimum. This is where I learned this shit. And the same thing applies at the warehouse job that I work at now, at Amazon. The majority of people that you're going to come across
572
are there doing the bare minimum. And can you really blame them? Because what is the reward for working hard, bro? You can look at people like me. You can look at plenty of people that work hard at the job. What do they do to those people? When other parts of the warehouse is short on people, who are they looking for? When work needs to be done, who are they always fucking looking for? When you go to the bathroom, who do they notice is gone? Who are they always keeping tabs on? The good workers, the hard workers, those with the light, those that they want to keep at a low state. Yeah, this may sound crazy, y'all, but I promise you, bro, there are literal energy vampires at these jobs, bro, especially at the job that I work at, that hates to see you smile. They hate to see you group up and have conversations. They want everybody isolated, divided. You're here to just work. You're not here to make friends. Is it that you're not here to make friends, or is it that nobody likes you? Ooh. Like, which one is it? Because it's certain people at my job, bro, that just be bothering me. That just be like trying to like make me do extra shit. And it's like, for what reason though? Like, I'm one of the hardest workers over here. I'm one of the main people that be getting shit done over here. Why when things finally start to slow down, you trying to move me around? Well, I got pissed off the other day, bro, because, and I ain't gonna lie to you, I got pissed off the other day, bro, because it had been busting the whole fucking day, bro. I'm talking about from when I clocked in to motherfucking second break, pretty much. It was busting, bro. Right before second break, shit started to slow down. Right, mind you, it's been busting all fucking day, bro. Why does the damn manager come over here and talking about he trying to move me to another department because they need people? Mind you, a department that I worked in one time, and I worked there for 20 minutes. So I basically ain't never really worked over there for real. My thing is, why do the good workers always have to get moved, bro? It's not our fault you niggas are short-staffed, bro. It's not our fault you niggas fire people over dumb shit. It's not our fault you niggas don't want to hire more people. It's not our fault you niggas don't know how to hire people. It's not our fault you niggas don't know how to spot a good worker, someone with that dog in them. You know, someone that's just gonna get shit done. They may be a little rough around the edges, you know, but at least they get shit done. Y'all want to get y'all want to hire these Fruit Loops, bro. What the hell these Fruit Loops gonna do, bro? They not finna work hard, bro. I promise you that. All they gonna do is bring drama. You can call me what you want to call me. I ain't got no problem with the Fruit Loops. I'm just calling it how I see it. Right? Niggas always trying to get somebody rolled up. Niggas always in some drama. And they don't work hard. And they always on your ass for not working hard. But what do you do all day? That's my issue with certain people that be trying to get me to work. What exactly are you doing all day? I do not see you busting your ass. Where was you when I was moving all these damn boxes, bro? Loading all these trailers.
In the bathroom.
You know what I'm
They
saying?
were in the bathroom.
Palletizing. The thing that everybody hates. Nobody
the
wants to
bathroom
palletize. Everybody hates that shit. It fucking sucks. Where were you you literally just got to get into a zone, right? Motherfuckers be saying like, oh, sometimes you look like you're like lost. You're not. No, nigga, I'm not lost. I'm detached. It's a difference. I'm not crazy. I'm not just here dumb. Just no, nigga. When you see me here, nigga, I'm meditating. I be meditating on the shift. Sometimes, I promise you, bro. I'm like, bruh. It's like, it feels insane sometimes. I be like, bro, am I really meditating at work right now? It's like, yes, I have to. I'm fucking losing it, bro. If I don't do this, if I don't take some deep breaths in this bitch, bro, I'm finna crash out on somebody, bro, because this whole shit is stupid. You got these lazy ass people in leadership always on your dick, bro. You got these damn motherfuckers who take their damn job way too serious. Motherfucking NPCs, bro. Like when I get these supervisors and shit like that who are always trying to have you working, bro, but they not always working. Them motherfuckers piss me off, bro.
2 of them out.
That motherfuckers piss me off. The motherfuckers who be like, go find work. But you just know. Them niggas be at the same spot for the majority of the day. But then they'll say, well, they put the work in. You feel me? If you put the work in like them, you'll be able to kick your feet up too and just tell people what to do and not do shit all day. They earned that position. This, that, and the third. I don't know, man. I just feel like leadership is everything. You feel me? Like, it just don't sit right with me when I go to a job and I know the motherfuckers in leadership ain't going the extra mile, bro. But they want your ass to go the extra mile to make them look good. And I know when the times where I went the extra mile and motherfuckers at the job who work hard and you may go the extra mile. What do I mean by go the extra mile? You're working extremely hard. You're giving everything. Anything you need, boss. Oh, you need me to go to the 5th floor? I got you, boss. Oh, now you need me on the 3rd floor? I got you, boss. You need me in palletized? Now you need me in the mess? Now you need me in SAM? Now you need me in fluid? Anything for you, baby. I can't do it, bro. I can't be one of them niggas, bro. Like, I'm gonna continue, like, bro. Y'all gonna have to write me up or something. I don't give a damn, bro. Every time they come to me with that bullshit, bro, trying to move me all type of places, bro. Like, oh, you gotta be flexible. You gotta be able to work in different places. Blah, blah, blah. Man, go tell that to the nigga who's been in the same fucking department they whole time working here. Tell them they need to be flexible. Why is only the good workers y'all moving around, bro? Why is only the good workers y'all overworking, bro? Why we gotta do everything, bro? Why can't y'all get these lazy niggas to work, bro? Why y'all always on the dicks of people who are actually working?
Because they're the ones that obey.
We live rent free in y'all fucking head, bro. If we go 2 minutes without working, yo, he's not doing anything. He never works. We could have been busting our ass the last 2 hours, bro. We chopping it up with our coworkers for 3-4 minutes. That's a problem, nigga. That's a problem. We gotta sit here like a fucking robot, scanning shit all fucking day, not talking, no conversation. You're just here to work. Get the fuck out of here, bro. Y'all be driving me crazy with this shit, bro. Like, are y'all really NPCs, bro? Like, are y'all humans, bro? Like, nigga, is y'all the Antichrist they be speaking of in the Bible? Like, what type of breed is y'all niggas, bro? Do y'all really think motherfuckers is supposed to be working from 6:30 to 7? 6:30 p.m. to 7 a.m. You think niggas gonna be busting their ass the whole 12? Is you dumb? No, nigga, we finna work smart in this bitch. And anybody who got a problem with that, you an NPC, bro. You an NPC, bro. You a good old slave. Must be nice. I can't do it. It's something about my lips that just don't like kissing ass. Just something about them. I don't know. It's just how God made me. You feel me? It's just something about me. I don't get it, bro. I don't get it. Then it's this other motherfucking supervisor, whatever, PA, whatever they call it. I always get the names fucked up. Y'all all the same to me. Anybody who wear the vest, I look at most of y'all like ops. You know, most of y'all. Some of y'all cool, but you feel me? If you got the power to snitch on me, you a op. You feel me? I can't trust you. But bruh, this is one chick, bro. She only works the shift when I work overtime, bro. And I promise you, she's always on my dick. She literally tried to get me rolled up a couple weeks ago. Went to the manager talking about, oh, I ignored her, blah, blah, blah. Like, nigga, cause she always be on my dick about my earbuds, bro. Mind you, for the first half of this shift, because I know she always be on my dick, bro. For the first half of this shift, I didn't have my earbuds in. I didn't have my earbuds in because I wasn't trying to hear her mouth, bro. But the day started to drag. The motherfucking day started to drag, my boy. So you know what I did? After first break, I put my damn earbuds in and I locked in, bro. I'm telling you, I put them bitches in, I'm working, bro. I'm in that bitch working. Stacking boxes, wrapping boxes, stacking carts, loading carts, doing something like, nigga, I'm just working, bro. Time moving like a motherfucker. I'm in the zone. Tell me why I'm locked in, bro. Getting shit done. She come up to me tripping about the damn earbuds, bro. Like, bruh. You not mad at folks who don't be doing shit all day, bruh. Who be sitting there letting boxes pile up 3-4 boxes high, bro. They building a damn statue in this motherfucker. Boxes only supposed to be two boxes high, if that.
No, baby.
These niggas over here building Legos. The box is 6-7 boxes high. You don't say shit to them. But you mad at me who been working, bro. Who the main person in this damn shithole. I'm not saying I'm the only person who be in there working. There's plenty of good, hard-working people in there. And I'm not saying I'm the best worker, because I don't strive to be the best no more. But I do work. I do get shit done. I'm one of the few that get shit done consistently. And you gotta be on my dick about some earbuds when I'm working, bro. We in a damn warehouse. I'm supposed to listen to these damn loud-ass machines all fucking day. That shit drives me insane, bro. I need something to filter out that bullshit. I promise you,
bro.
every single day that I work in that motherfucker, I feel like I got a little more insane. I gotta leave soon, bro. I have to. I know, yeah, you just complaining. I'm just venting, bro. I'm just venting, bro, because this shit is mental. I'm only here because I need money. Literally, that's it, bro. This shit is insane. For no other reason would I do this shit. And even for the money, sometimes it don't be feeling worth it. But damn, I need the money. Shit is crazy, bro. And you know what pisses me off even more, bro?
Oh, shit.
It's just like I said, it's little tedious shit. It's the people.
Damn, they already.
It's motherfuckers like that PA that's tripping about an earbud. An earbud. You should be able to wear one earbud in a warehouse, bro. I remember when I was in California, nigga, when I worked at UPS, we could literally have earbuds, bro. Why? Because you're in a fucking warehouse. Anybody with sense will let you wear an earbud in 2024. Why is this bitch trying to get me rolled up over an earbud?
Because she's a stupid bitch.
That shit had me so mad, bro.
She wants
Still
to look
got
good.
Me mad.
If
Every
she writes
time
you
I
up,
work
she
this
looks
shift,
good, dude.
Don't you be on my dick for no reason.
She's going to be on your dick.
It's like, bro, what is your issue?
That's your life.
Whether I'm working hard, whether I'm not working hard, she got a problem, bro. She finds something to be mad about. She finds something to talk to me about. Just leave me alone, bro.
I remember I used to be like that.
I don't get it.
I used to give a flying
fuck. I don't get it. Like, it's just certain people at the job, bro, that I swear I'm in their head rent-free, bro. I swear they watching I swear be niggas stalking me, bro. Say I'm crazy. Say I'm crazy. I'm not, bro. I swear to God it be people stalking me, bro. Watching everything I do. That shit is annoying, bro. Annoying as fuck, bro. That should be draining the hell out of me, bro. Having to watch your back. Feeling paranoid. Having to go fire one up. So you can just be numb to everything that's going on. I can't keep doing it, bro. I can't keep doing it, bro. I promise you. It's not going to end well. I don't know. Salute to you niggas who be here 2, 3, 4, 5 years, bro. I barely been here a year, bro. And I don't know, bro. I don't know, bro. I may not even make it a year, bro. I'm trying. Goddamn. But it's like, it's just shit like that, bro. It's just shit like that, bro. The people. I swear it's the people. I swear, if you dealt with just the stupid shit, the gaslighting. Like, motherfuckers be gaslighting you for how you stand in your lane. Like, oh, you be looking lost. You be looking this. You be looking that. Bro, what the fuck? I'm in a lane. And then sometimes y'all be tripping about earbuds and shit. How the fuck? What am I supposed to do? But you expect me to be sitting here smiling? Like, oh my God, life is so great. I'm at a warehouse sitting in a fucking lane. There's no boxes coming down. There's nothing to do right now. Yes, I'm gonna space the fuck out. What would you do? What would you do? You sitting in the lane, ain't shit to do. Motherfuckers tripping about you having earbuds in. Or your phone may be dead, so you ain't got nothing in. Yeah, you finna just be in your own head. Zone the fuck out. Niggas be on my cases, they be like, bro, you be daydreaming. What the fuck else am I supposed to be doing? Sitting here, singing nigga spirituals like, bro. Yes, I'm spaced out.
Hey, man.
Yes, I'm in my own head. I'm thinking about some whole other shit. I'm in a whole nother world. I'm in a whole nother dimension around this bitch. I'm meditating. Leave me the fuck alone. I be getting so tired of niggas gaslighting me for how the fuck I be looking, bro. Oh, you look mad. Bro, that supervisor on that shift, that overtime shift, always be doing that. Always be gaslighting me. Oh, you need to smile more. Smile about what? What is there to smile about? What is there to be happy about? Oh, you look happier when you smile. Well, ain't too much to smile about around this bitch. You ain't gonna be seeing me look happy too much. Majority of the time, you gonna see me, I'm gonna have a damn poker face. They say Libras, they face tells it all. I'm not even into astrology. I'm just saying. See, y'all done made me rake rain up. Rain coming out here like, why this nigga yelling? Cuz, I'm getting passionate, bro. Cause this shit be irritating a nigga. This shit be out me just wanting to strangle a nigga.
Come on, man.
To their last breath, just, nigga. Talking all that. You ever just want to strangle somebody? Damn.
Oh, yeah. Many times.
I'm sorry, Rain. I ain't mean to scare you, bro.
Count.
You probably like, damn, this nigga crazy. I may
that's
be.
Like an average day.
Just a little bit. But I'm the good type of crazy. No, you got bad crazy and you got good crazy. I'm good crazy. I still got sense. You know? I just got anger problems. That's all it is.
Ooh, 402.
I just had to vent. That's all I got,
that's
man.
The highest level there. Nice. I think I got a 402, which means here's a 377. That's a 402. That's a good sign as long as it's not mutated. It's not mutated. Let's see. It's got health, stamina. It's got the oxygen. It's got the food. It's got the weight. The only thing it doesn't have is melee. So 402 is the next level up. That's a female. Damn, if this was a male, I'd be able to. Anyway, let's see what we got here. We'll have to do one thing at a time. Thing about it is he's real young, so. Let's get over here. All right. So I got a female that got the oxygen, And now the last thing I need to add is the melee. But the thing is, I need a male with these 5 stats. I don't think I have another 402. But I'll look through these guys to see if there's another male. Maybe there's a male with melee. And then I can breed the female with oxygen and the male with melee together to see if I can consolidate between the two of them. You see? You got to keep playing around with it and trying to bring them together. This brother is just feeling frustration because he knows, and I know, that that is a dead-end job that anybody with a dick, as a matter of fact, can do. And it doesn't pay shit, and you go nowhere, and it's all social politics, and it's all ass-kissing, which he's not doing. And that's it. And that's the end of that shit. So that is not a good investment. My job that I'm working now is only good for paying the basic bills. It's not progressive. That's why I never made any money more than what I needed. I kept breaking even because this entire system is literally designed to give you a job that breaks even. And if you get a little bit of scratch, because you never get to do anything, you get an extra $100, $200, $1,000. You're gonna get, your hands are gonna catch on fire, and you're gonna want to go spend that money. And I did that when I was young. I made a little bit of extra money here and there. I saved up $20, $40, $100, and I went out there and I bought myself a game, or I bought myself some toy, or I went out and I went to see 3 or 4 movies, and got something to eat. And nowadays I'm like, if I eat, I burn because of the diabetes. My sugar will spike. Even if I eat stuff that, I could just eat, technically, I could just eat pickles and green beans all day because there's no calories in there. It's just veggies. And my body will never be without energy. It'll always be spiking. I'm always above, the sugar level of you mere mortals over there that are between 90 and 120 sugar level. I'm always 30, 40, 130, 140, 150 or more. If I eat like I just ate right now, I'll be spiking to almost 200, which is not good for you. But that's where I am now. I can't wait to figure out what the fuck else to do with this shit, because I've made so many changes to my lifestyle, and I've done so many things to try to improve myself, and I'm going to continue to do this because I haven't really broken open exercise. What I'm going to do, just because I'm thinking progressively, is I have a sit-down job. I'm going to take the chair, or the big chair that I sit in, push it aside, and I'm going to do exercises here while I'm on a call. I'm going to be answering their customer service questions, and I'm going to be exercising here, relaxing, and just doing a little bit, because my muscles are kind of atrophied. Even though I do everything around the house, I still don't do a lot. I'm very slacky. This weekend, today is Friday night, I'm going to go feed the animals later on. I'm going to go and find ways I can exercise. I'm going to find ways to build my muscle. See, he's getting paid to do it, but I can't do a job like that. If I did a job like that, like if I was in my 20s or something, I could do it, but not at this age. I'm 53. I got a hernia. I got a mini hernia that wants to pop out. I got the diabetes. I've got itching all over my body. I've got nothing but problems. I got other problems too that I can't talk about. But the thing is, I'm still trying to deal with it. I'm still trying to deal with my poverty. I'm cutting as many expenses as I can. I got some cans of tuna from a friend of mine. I fed it to the cats. And boy, are they happy. Not tuna, salmon. Sorry. Looks like my gray cat took off. Where is he? There he is. Anyway, so that was a good one, Rashad. You're going through the emotional state of a slave. And I don't mean to be insulting to the black people or nothing. I mean, we're all slaves to work, and we're all slaves to money. And we're all slaves also to our own desires. Sometimes you shouldn't be wanting certain things. It's too expensive sometimes.
Did you know that there's a specific 2,000...
And And this is Joey the Gypsy. Nobody wants to work. Another rant. Let's see. Let's get Joey in there. He's 37 minutes. I think we can do it. This is probably going to be the last video, though.
All right, so this video will be about why it seems that way less people are wanting to work nowadays. And to me, it seems pretty obvious, but I see. Well, first off, thanks for the subs, thanks for the likes, thanks for the comments. Appreciate every single one of you. Thanks for the tips, Venmo, Cash App, PayPal. Appreciate every single one of you. And thanks for the Patreon support. Appreciate every single one of you. So, to me, it's obvious. It's like, why doesn't anyone want to work for you? Well, obviously you're not paying enough. You know what I mean? It's that simple. Like, if you're if you're not going to pay people enough to live, why would they work for you? Even slaves get food and shelter. Slaves have food and shelter covered. You know what I mean? We don't even get that much. That's how friggin' messed up they got us nowadays. They've got the slaves accepting less than food and shelter and blaming themselves and each other for it. It's like, it really makes me angry. And it's like, you know, that's so obvious to me. Like, here's the thing. When I was working for other people, here's the thing. When I was like 14, I wanted to work, but I couldn't get a job because of like child labor laws. But I honestly, even at 14, I was starting to think about, I want to get ahead financially ASAP. You know what I mean? That's what I was thinking when I was younger, because I did not want to be homeless and poor. You know what I mean? I didn't, you know, working hard never bothered me. I've always had plenty of energy. Even now, I've got plenty of energy. When people say they don't have energy, I can't even grasp that concept, because I've always had more than enough to do, you know, whatever I feel like doing. That's why I work out. If I didn't work out, it's like, I mean, that's not the only reason, but I've just got plenty of energy. I can work. Ask anyone who's worked with me. I'm tireless, dude. I'll do hard labor all day. I've worked literally 13, 14 hours straight hard labor. I'm not even kidding you. One time we got a job when I was laying side. We had to do 3 Wendy's in like St. Pete. Our shop was in like Tarpon, so our boss didn't want to go back to St. Pete the next day. If it was up to me and Albert, we would have done 2 jobs one day and went back the next day, but our boss scheduled all 3 for one day. So we get down there, and these are not big jobs, so we're thinking, all right, we'll bang it out real quick. What ended up happening was we were doing all the little medians in the parking lot of a Wendy's. So normally when we're doing a sod job, we're doing a big huge area. On this job, we're doing a bunch of little small areas, so it's nothing but cuts and intricate shit. It was such a pain in the ass that, so we started that day. I think we even started early. We showed up at 6 because we wanted to get this shit done. We didn't want to come back the next day. And I didn't get home till like 10:30 that night. And I gotta say, I almost quit the job that day. I was pissed. So was Albert. Like, our boss really screwed us on that one, you know? And I literally almost quit because I was like, man, I can't be doing that type of shit. I mean, I don't even know how many hours that is. 6 a.m. I got home at 10:30 p.m. So,
all right, I'm back.
And hard labor the whole time. When I was driving home, I almost felt like I was like drunk or something. Honestly, I felt like, you know, I wasn't even physically tired. I just felt like messed up, you know, and I was very annoyed and very angry, but we didn't quit. And another thing is, yeah, people are like, oh, no one wants to work. Yeah, pay more, obviously. We used to get people, we would pay people $10 an hour cash under the table to work for us. Whenever we had a bunch of big jobs, we'd bring more people out because we could do it faster. and make the money faster. And since we were paying $10 an hour under the table, this was back in like early 2000s, and everyone was more than happy to work for us. But then on top of that, me and Albert are cool, we have fun on the job, we overpay people. Like, if they work 10-20 minutes into an hour, we'd pay them for the full hour, because we were smart about it. We knew that sooner or later we're going to need people to work again, and we'd rather have more options than not. So it's like,
oh boy.
And it's like we were making plenty of money. I don't know, at some point you got to realize that greed is a lose-lose situation. It's never, whatever it's never going to be enough. Greedy people will never learn that, but whatever. Here's another funny little story. When we were laying inside, when I actually had to fire someone, which I did not want to do. But so our boss hired some other guy like behind me and Albert's back. And so one day me and Albert show up and we're getting everything ready to go, and some other dude shows up and he's like, "Hey, I'm Rob. I guess I'm going to be working with you guys." We're like, "Says who?" He's like, "Jay." So I called up Jay, who's just in his house. I'm like, "Jay, what the fuck? There's some dude out here saying..." And Jay's like, "Yeah, I hired someone else, and we're going to be picking up a lot more work, so you guys are going to be making more money." So he wanted us to pay him. He's like, "But he's like, yeah, y'all are gonna get more done and this and that." And I'm like, what the fuck? I'm like, all right, we'll give it a shot. If me and Albert are going to make more money by having this guy with us, we'll do it. If not, he's gone. So we're working, and first job, we're out there, and this dude's already like, "When do we take a break?" Me and Albert are looking at each other like, well, we usually don't take breaks because we're working, we're working for fucking a percentage of the job. What the fuck? We're not hourly workers. We're like, but all right, we don't want to be inhumane or whatever. Take your little break. So come 9 a.m., he's taking his break, and he's just like sitting in the back of the truck, like staring off into the distance. And me and Albert we're like, this ain't gonna fucking work. And so he's like, and then at lunchtime, look, I got no problem smoking weed on a construction site. If and even on a construction site, I didn't smoke weed every time people were smoking, because you can fuck yourself up out there. You can do damage to yourself. You can do damage to you can mess things up when you're stoned. So I would only smoke weed when we were doing some simple dumb shit. But anyways, we're out there on the job, and this dude, Rob, we're eating lunch, and he lights up a joint, and I'm like, "Bro, what are you doing?" He's like, "Oh, he's like, well, can I smoke?" I'm like, "We're on someone's front lawn, like, what the fuck, like, this is a grown man acting like he's in fucking high school or something." I'm like, dude, I really don't want to be having you out here on their front lawn smoking weed. This was back in the day when weed was like illegal. And we're on someone's property and shit. I'm like, come on, bro. Wait till you're done working. I was like, I smoke weed, but I don't smoke. Like, when I get done working, I smoke weed. I don't smoke weed on the fucking job on people's property. Like, and this was just the first day. And then for like the next week, he's showing up late, and this dude is just a problem. You know what I mean? Like, he's just like, he's one of those people who's a grown man who's gonna do the absolute minimum. And so finally one day he doesn't show up in the morning, and me and Albert are like, "Ah, fuck this motherfucker." Like, so I called Jay that morning. I'm like, "Jay, if he shows up, just tell him not to come in, because we don't want him, we don't need him. He's a fucking idiot. We don't want him." And so next thing I know, we're on the job. Here he comes. Jay sent him out, and as he's coming, I'm watching him walk up. I'm like, "Yo, we don't need you, bro." He's like, "Huh?" I'm like, "Just go home, man." I'm like, "You're not, we don't need you, man." I was trying to be polite. He's like, "Well, I don't work for you. I work for Jay." I'm like, "Bro, we're not. you can think what you want, call Jay if you want, but you're not working with us no more. You know what I mean? I'm like, just go. I'm like, if you want to sit out here and work, that's fine, but we're not paying you. I'm like, flat out, like, you're done, bro. And so he's like, I'm gonna call Jay and this and that. I'm like, go ahead, dude. I'm like, you're not working with us. That was the last I seen of him or heard of him, but that's a perfect example of, like, yeah, people wanted to work with us because, well, first of all, me and Albert did all the real work. When we had other people out there, we had them doing the easy shit. Me and Albert were doing all the hard shit, and fucking, so people wanted to work with us. And this dude thought he had the sweetest gig on earth, where he's just gonna do all the easy shit. Me and Albert are gonna break our backs all day, and he's gonna be sitting there smoking weed and chilling all day. And we were like, nah, bro, get the fuck out of here, But, so, and here's the other thing. People in Western society are brainwashed to think that if you don't work, that you're some kind of, I get them in my comments, like, oh, you just don't want to work. When I was your age, I started my own company where we were, like, let me tell you something, dude. I've done the hardest labor there is, and I guarantee I'll work circles around you at any point in my life from when I was 14 till fucking right now. I'll go out on a job, 100 degrees out, and I'll work all fucking day, no problem. I don't need nothing. I'm probably not even gonna need water, to be honest. I've been out on jobs in construction. People are literally throwing up from heat exhaustion, and I'm sitting there like, do I have superpowers or something? Because I'm not even thirsty. It's like, it's so humid in Florida that it's like, I barely get thirsty down here. The humidity is so high that it just, I don't know. So, people in my comments thinking they're like super American worker of the year, like, you don't know shit, bro. And the other thing is, you probably came from a time where working actually made sense, like my father's time. My parents were like, I guess you could call them boomers. So when my father was 22 years old, he went into the firehouse, asked for a job, and they made him run up to the roof carrying a fire hose and run back down. They timed him, and my father did it in a good time, and so they hired him. That was it. And my father had a great job and a great pension, and he was able to raise a whole family with just one income. And then as we got older, I guess the whole feminist movement thing started getting into my mother's head too, probably, and so she wanted to get a job at a jewelry store, which she did. And I'm not complaining, because my mother would give me, like, when I was a kid, I had a gold Christ head with diamonds in the crown. Like, I had this, like, wrapper piece when I was, like, and I didn't even ask for it. My mother, my mother's Italian, they're into gold and jewelry and shit, like, but so, when I was a kid, I always had nice gold chains and shit, because my mother worked at the jewelry store, and she was getting good prices and giving jewelry as gifts to everyone, So, but the difference is, my mother didn't have to work. My father was making enough money to raise the whole family, and that was just his one income. It was a different time, Then they started with all the brainwashing, like, oh, women have a right to work. Women have a right to work. Yeah, I guess if you want to be a slave, sure. Yeah, you've got that right. But do you want it? Do you want to do that? Do you want to answer to some idiotic boss? Or do you want to just raise a family of people who depend on you and love you? Or, what I mean? It's like, they've got everyone's head so messed up in this day and age. It's unreal, bro. Like, so now what happens is, now that they've talked all the women into wanting to work, the workforce basically doubled. The money has not gone up. So now, anyone who wants to have any semblance of a normal family life, the mother and the father have to work. And what does that mean? That means that your kids are going to be raised by strangers in some sort of daycare, and by a public school system, which is teaching them to be the opposite sex and all kinds of other weird and crazy shit. That's why I'm actually grateful. When I was younger, I wanted a family. I wanted kids, but the way things went, I never could afford it. So I could never afford to have kids. You know what I mean? So I was always real careful about it. You know. So, but now at this point, after seeing the way things have gone, thank God I don't got no kids to deal with, man. With the public schools and all this shit. If I had kids now, I don't think I'd put them in public school, to be honest. Just, first of all, you got the teachers all seem to be kind of dumb and kind of brainwashed, and they're teaching the kids a lot of messed up shit. They're messing these kids up. So, you know, I'm glad I don't got no kids to deal with now, to be honest. And at this point in my life, I'm gonna try my best not to have kids, although I would have liked to have kids, and I think I'd be a really good father, but I just don't want to deal with it in this day and age, in this world. If everything collapsed and everything went bad, which is possible, the last thing I want is a bunch of kids to worry about. And when I was younger, I was planning on having like 5-10 kids. I was gonna have a bunch of them, but it just didn't work out that way. And now, seeing the way the world is, I don't think if I had kids, I'd have them. You know what I mean? I wouldn't. You know, I answer to God. If it's God's will, it's God's will. You know what I mean? But I'm gonna try not to at this point, because I don't want to deal with the system that is going to raise them. And, you know. But yeah, the people in my comments, they still don't get it. I went ahead and made 7 videos that explain why I was homeless, and at no point in any of those videos can you deduce that it was due to laziness. Like I said, when I was 14, I was trying to work. I didn't care. I would have dug holes for $5 an hour. You know. And I get these people in my comments like thinking that just because the system worked for them, that anyone who has decided not to take part in it is like below them for some reason, when realistically, here's the thing, you know, and I'm not trying to insult anyone, but just because you, in my opinion, took the easy route, which is answering to other people and playing it safe, that does not make you better than anyone else at all. So you can tell yourself that, you can think that, but it's not the truth. You know what I mean? And the truth does not care about how you feel. I mean, it would have been easy for me to stay at the job at Belmont. That was the easiest path I could have took, was to just stay at that job and spend the rest of my life doing pointless, menial crap, like raking leaves and shoveling snow and setting up horse races, all just mindless, brainless, no challenge, no point. There's literally no point in it. Oh, you're setting up horse races. Like, I just didn't want my life to be that pointless. You know what I mean? There's that, and there's a million other reasons. If I had kids at that time, I would have clung to that job like my kids' lives depended on it. I would have took all the overtime. And here's the other thing with jobs. It's like, and at Belmont too, on the weekends when there was overtime, they'd be like, okay, who wants the overtime? But there was this underlying threat, like, if you never take the overtime, we're going to fire you, basically. It's like this underlying, you know, this was before you're in the union. You work for Belmont for about a year before they put you in the union. So before you're in the union, they can fire you whenever they want. So they have this, like, underlying threat of, like, if you don't ever take overtime, we're going to fire you. So I would take the bare minimum. And I just don't like that. I don't like being coerced. I don't like being threatened, even if it's like a veiled threat. I don't like answering to people. I don't feel anyone has any right to tell me anything. I mean, if I run into someone who I feel is more knowledgeable than me, then I feel that they are worthy of, you know, of my service, then I'll take orders from them. But I've met very few people like that in my entire life. Very few. Maybe none. Like, so, you know, I have an issue with taking orders from people. So when I would have a job, what I would do is I would do the job to the best of my ability, and I would make myself valuable to where they don't want to fire me and they don't want to get on my bad side. You know, that's how I would do it, because I'm not taking orders, bro. Like, you're not going to threaten me. You're not going to, you know, when I was working at these like telemarketing jobs and shit, I would go outside and smoke a cigarette whenever I felt like it. I didn't care if it upset them. I didn't, you know, I'm not a high school kid, you know what I mean? So whenever I felt like it, I'd go out and smoke. And if they said something, I'd just be like, look, man, I'm going to do what I'm going to do. And if that's an issue, you can fire me. But, you know, they didn't. And at this point, I was actually getting a lot of sales and shit. But then once I stopped giving a shit about that job, they still didn't fire me. It's a weird thing. I don't know. But, yeah, I mean, why does no one want to work? Well, because you're not giving them a livable wage. What's the point in working if you're going to be broke anyway? What's the point? Is there a point? Just what, to keep yourself busy? You may as well go out in your backyard and dig holes and fill them in. You know what I mean? Like, if they're, you know, if they're not going to pay you enough to live, then what the hell, what's the point, dude? You know what I mean? I feel like I'm all over the place in this video. It's been 20 minutes. Shit. Did I even make a point yet? But so, and here's the other thing, when that whole coronavirus thing happened, and look, I realized this around 2008, when all the construction just all of a sudden went to shit. I had, up until that point, I had invested a major part of my life into doing construction, and then all of a sudden, there was no construction. And I'm like, so, you know, at that point I'm thinking, I played by their rules. I did everything I could. I dedicated myself to a trade, which seemed like a smart thing to do. And all of a sudden, there's no work. And I'm like, this society cannot be relied upon. I need to exist outside of it and not let it affect me. Right. So that was, from that point on, that's when I started trying to do stand-up comedy. And you know, that was my first idea. If I'm going to be broke anyway, I may as well be broke as a comedian than as a construction worker. So I started trying to do stand-up. And then I realized after a few years of dedicating myself to that there's just not much money in it. What's really funny and annoying about stand-up is, in the beginning, no one will even tell you how much money there is to be made, because they're ashamed of it for the most part, because most of them aren't making any fucking money. So it's like, you know, in the beginning, I'm thinking like, oh, they don't want to talk about money or whatever. That's understandable, I guess. I don't know. People don't want to just blurt out how much they're making. But after a while, I started realizing they aren't making any fucking money, you know? And the ones who are making... New York comedians who are working multiple times a week, they're barely breaking a couple of $100, dude. And living in New York City, how you gonna live on that? You know, you're not gonna. You're gonna have a day job or some shit. So, I realized that stand-up comedy, yeah, I might be able to make a living at it at some point, but I can't just. It ain't happening anytime soon. So I need to start thinking of something else. And that's when I ended up just kind of saying fuck the whole thing and let the chips fall where they may. And if I end up homeless, I end up homeless. But what I'm not doing is playing this game that I cannot win. No matter how hard I work, no matter how much I sacrifice, I'm still broke, living in some dump of an apartment and barely getting by. And I'm like, I'm just not spending the rest of my life like this, where they're milking me of my youth and vitality and strength, and what am I getting in return? A crappy apartment, you know what I mean? And that's pretty much it. A shitty little box to sleep in. Like, and I was thinking to myself, that's slavery. Do I want to be a slave? No, I don't. I mean, Do I want to be homeless? No, but at least if I'm homeless, I am answering to myself, and I'm a creative, smart person. I'll figure something out. When my back's against the wall like that, I tend to do my best, my best work and shit. And that's when I started coming up with these ideas that, had I never quit my jobs, I never would have came up with these ideas, like selling jokes for $1 a piece that I wrote, or doing bad portraits in the park. You know, I wouldn't have came up with these ideas if I didn't put myself in a position where these ideas had to be, I had to come up with something, you know? So, like I said, I took the hard path, dude. I could have took the easy path, and had I taken that path, I would probably be a beaten down, broken man nowadays, and the path I took led me to being the exact opposite of that. I feel like I'm friggin' 20 years old. You know, physically, I'm in the best shape of my life, and I feel better than I ever have. And, like, I just feel like $1 million, bro. And it's because I put myself through hell, which was training, really. And I didn't take the, you know, I'm telling you, if I had gone that route, I'd be a broken person now. And I'm not trying to make anyone feel bad or nothing, but when I run into a lot of people who I used to know and they stayed on that path, and some of them are doing great, but some of them are like just defeated. and I can't even get through. Like, I mean, I can't even get them to like realize that they can still. You can still do whatever you want in this life, bro. It's never ever too late. You can always, it's like, you just got to be willing to lose what you have. But really, what do you have? You have like a box to cling to and a shit job that you hate. Don't get me wrong. I'm not trying to say that everyone should just quit their job and be homeless, because it's rough, bro, and it takes a certain kind of person. Like, I'm not saying that everyone should do that. What I am saying is that if you are not happy with your circumstances, then you need to figure something else out, because there ain't no point in settling for anything less than what you want. It's going to take sacrifice. It's going to take effort. It's going to put you through hell, but there's a payoff in the end, and everyone should read The Alchemist. I'll link that book in the description. But that was one of the books that motivated me to live in non-conventional ways and to try new things, because it helped me realize that things are not what they seem. Read the book, you know what I mean? Just read the book. What an alchemist does is, an alchemist's purpose is they're trying to learn to transform lead into gold, or any metal. An alchemist is trying to learn how to, because gold apparently is the highest evolution of metal. So what they're trying to do is learn how to take any metal and transform it into gold. Basically run it through evolution real quick. And kind of the purpose of the book is to take a person who's feeling like lead and make them realize that they can turn themselves into gold. And that's kind of the purpose of the book, and it's a great book, and it's one of the best books I ever read. Some people will tell you it's a stupid book because they don't really believe in it. And I've had people bring up parts of that book where they're like, oh, that's just total nonsense. And I don't want to ruin the book, but I'll put it to you this way. At one point, he does some serious sorcerer, magical type shit. And this person I was arguing with, he's like, that's just bullshit. Nobody could do that. I'm like, have you ever tried? And he's like, no. And I'm like, well, how do you know? You know what I mean? Like, if you ain't never even tried to do that, then how would you know if it's possible or not? You don't think it's possible, but you have no experience with it, so you can't speak on it. So until you try, and I mean try, I mean dedicate everything you have to making that happen, and take any losses and pain and suffering that it takes to make that happen. Until you do that, you cannot tell me that that's impossible. Until you give up everything to make that happen, and then it doesn't happen, then you can't tell me it's impossible, because you don't know, because you ain't never really tried. And I mean really, really try, like where you're willing to die if to make it happen. You know what I mean? Because when you're willing to go that far, you can do impossible things. I've done them myself, and before my time is up, I'm going to do a few more. You know what I mean? When you're that determined, when you're willing to die to make something happen, you're going to make it happen. That's how I feel. And like I said, if it kills me, then it kills me. You know what I mean? Like, that's, you know, when you got that state of mind, you are a powerful force, and don't let nobody tell you different. There's people all over the world who have been doing it all throughout history. King David killed a giant with a friggin' rock. You know what I mean? There's countless examples of people doing amazing, impossible things. So, one of the reasons I always bring up King David is because my last name means son of David. So, I feel I got a connection to him. But, you know, I don't know. Hopefully I made my point, but my point really is that you really shouldn't be telling everyone that, oh, everyone needs to work, because no, I don't think they do. I think this society has failed them. This society has lied to them. You don't owe this society anything. I mean, you owe your fellow man, but I don't even, do you owe your fellow man? I don't know, but you owe it to your fellow man to, at the very least, in my opinion, to not take and steal from them, you know, to, like, you know, here's the other thing. The whole time I was living like this, I never took from other people unless I was in really bad shape. But for the most part, I rejected all charity. I rejected any type of government assistance, although there were times in my life where I did get on, like, food stamps and shit, but I never stayed on them long. But there was times in the winters when I was homeless and I wasn't making shit, I would go days without eating. And I'm like, bro, you know what? Let me apply for some fucking food stamps so I've got them as a backup. You know what I mean? And so there was some times in there where I would be on food stamps, but for the most part, that took up 20% of my entire experience. So, but the whole time I was on them, I was like, this ain't right. You know, like, and I'm not saying it's wrong for you to be on food stamps, but for me, who chose that path, I shouldn't have been taking the government assistance, because I chose that path, and I didn't choose it with the intention of having the government pay for my food or my bill. You know what I mean? So the few times I did do it, and what's funny is it didn't even help. When I would take the food stamps or whatever, for whatever reason, I would start making even less money, and I realized that like, this shit it's not even making things easier. You know what I mean? At all. So I just let that shit go. I said, fuck it. And that was the end of that. I wasn't out there for that purpose, for that reason, and you know what I mean? But yeah, there was times where shit was just so bad that I was thinking, like, I have to do this because I'm making like a couple of bucks a day and I'm not going to make it through the whole winter. But I was wrong. I should have, you know what I mean? But like I said, that was only for a very short time, within a decade span. So, but so yeah, what I'm saying is, you really shouldn't, you shouldn't make other people provide for you, you know? I kind of disagree with that. A lot of people on the street feel they're kind of entitled. Man, this video is getting long. Kind of entitled to everyone, giving them everything, but I don't agree with that. Now, I can't speak. Some people, their situation, for me, it wasn't right, so I didn't do it. But
The $5 meal deal at McDonald's means you get to pick between a McDouble or a McChicken. Then get a small fry, a small drink, and a 4-piece McNuggets. That's a lot of...
I don't believe that you're going to reach your full potential by taking the easy way or letting people kind of provide for you or letting the government provide for you. I don't think that when all is said and done, it's going to hurt you more than it's going to help you. That's what I think. But, you know, like I said, some people, they've been through so much shit and everything's so messed up that having their food paid for is a big help, and they kind of need that. So I get it, but I believe you're hurting yourself by doing that. But, you know, I can't speak for anyone but myself. So I guess I'll watch this video back. Hopefully I made some good points. We'll see. I'm still working on this one video that I can't wait to do it, but it's going to be really interesting. One of my next videos coming up is going to be, it's going to be interesting. We'll see. So, you know, thanks for the subs, likes, comments, appreciate yous. Thanks for the tips, appreciate every single one of yous. Thanks for the Patreon support, appreciate every single one of yous. And hopefully my next video will be the one that I have been working on for a while now, but we'll see. Everybody have a good one, and don't let people judge you. Do what your heart tells you to do, even if it don't make no sense logically. That's what I did, and I don't regret it. It wasn't easy, but as far as personal growth and development, it turned me into a way better version of myself than I would be if I didn't do the things I did and made the illogical decisions that I made. When all is said and done, I gained a lot of things that weren't possessions, but, you know, things, experiences, and knowledge, and you know what I mean? And those things are worth more than money. They're worth more than possessions. I don't care who says what, but it's, you know, anyway, so I guess I'll see y'all in the next couple of days, hopefully on the one video, or it'll be something. We'll see. Anyways, later, y'all.
Yeah, I should get that book and read it. Maybe at least speed read it anyway. You know, go real fast and just see what concepts he's talking about. Thing is, I used to be a very adaptive person by nature. I didn't really need to read it in a book. I always knew what to do within myself. But what happened is I let my mom condition me to be emotionally trained to just give up, to quit after a while. She was always a negative Nancy, and she thought it was funny tearing me up like that. But what she did is she handed my future over to the fucking devil. That's what she did. I wonder why this thing is always so blurry. It's like it's blurry. You see that? You see, it's not solid, it's blurry. Wonder why that is. It's got to be my graphics settings or something. Got it on medium. It's weird. Oh, it's got to be something advanced here. Some shit. Anyway. Alright, so I'm waiting for that to tame. And we park the bird in here. Well, technically we should park the bird in here with me on the bird, because it'll give me some protection. Let's see. Nope. Nope. There we go. Alright, so I have protection, the shelter, because of the house on the right hand side in the middle. That gives me shelter. And I put ghillie on so the heat dissipated. Just waiting for these things to tame up. Shouldn't be too long. Cardinals are easy to tame. Did pretty good on my breeding. I'm almost there. Maybe 1 or 2 more generations and I'll have my consolidation for the saber-tooths. And as to the RGs, I almost got them too. I have a new male who went up 16. He went up 16 points. So I'll be breeding him with the female, see if I can get any more of those characteristics off there. And so that's doing good. Yeah, I think what happened is when I was young and innocent and nobody would teach me anything, I tried to teach myself and do analysis and all that. And I was well suited to that. But I always had this cowardly view. I was always afraid of this and that. My mom taught me, conditioned me to make emotional decisions that were really bad. So now that I'm older and I'm pretty much on my way out slowly, I want to make emotional decisions that are good for me. Healthy emotional decisions. I really don't want to do negative shit anymore. I'm too old for that. I have pains in my chest sometimes and I could have a heart problem later. I could have a heart attack if I overstress. And I just got to take care of myself. Nobody else is going to do it for me. Nobody else cares. I never found a woman. And if I ever found a woman and she really loved me and I really took a chance, it would have been wonderful. I'm sure of it. At least for a while anyway. But, couples have their own set of problems. Very unique. Oh, excuse me. Very unique to couples. So, yeah. 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 Anyway, we're at what? I'll stay on the bird. Almost there. Got halfway tamed. All right, I'm going to just wait it out here. I got to go feed the cats later on and take care of that. He's got good valid points, but what you got to understand, guys, is the reason why he's living in that vehicle is because it saves him a shitload of money. Nobody's fucking with him. He's saving his money. He's making money. He's saving money. Yeah. If I didn't have cats, let's say I didn't get into animals and I had cats, or didn't have cats at all, then I would have fucking left this apartment a long time ago, lived in the fucking car, and I'd be working out at the gym and fuck video games. And I would be saving $1,500 a month going into my pocket. And that's with me being generous to myself. $1,500, that's like a full car repair right there of a major system, like the brakes and, something with the engine. That's a major repair, just that money. See, I make good money. I found out I make $17 an hour. 17 point something. And I was like, wow, I didn't know that. Last time I checked, it was just 16, but they gave me some sort of raise. And I didn't even fucking know. And it's not how much money you make, it's how much money you can save. How much money can I save on expenses, and how much money can I save, by not having to pay bills? And that's it. That's the only way to do it. It's been a trap for 30 years to just work to get by, have to parasite off my mom. And a lot of these people, like one old lady who, she was chewing me out saying that I was parasiting off my mom and I was using my poor mother and this and that. And I was like, at the time, I was like, you don't know the hell that woman put me through. She put me through an emotional hell. So that's why I didn't feel bad about using my mother, because she was basically using me for entertainment, to entertain herself. So I don't feel bad about it when people, they willfully use you and fuck you over. And they know they're fucking you over. Emotionally speaking, they're programming you to be doubting. You doubt yourself. You have no confidence after a while. You believe everything they say because they're your parent. I had to get out of that programming. Now I don't limit myself, but I am concerned about my body because my body seems to be failing in multiple ways. And I need to step up the effort on that. Otherwise, I may not be here very long. If I ever stop uploading videos, I probably died, guys, or took a long break. I usually put like some sort of update video or a status video. So if you don't see something like that, chances are it's the end of the road for me. So I'm going to get 2 levels, 2 16s. The babies are usually weak, but, it's a possibility of having a better stat, So, anyway. All right, guys, I'm going to go ahead and call it. I saw a video on a guy trying to kill the brood mother with raptors. So I became inspired, but his saddles were all primitive shit. I have like a 300 or 400 point saddle. So I think I can do better. Let's get the baby. Let's get the mamas. And that's it. Thank you for watching, guys. I appreciate you watching. A lot of us, we have these bad lives, and all we can do is try to learn and grow. And I went through that horrible Bexar County jail experience. I went through being pretty much destitute my entire life. I had this creative mind when I was younger, and I wanted to explore and do everything. And everybody was like, no, you don't qualify. No. That's the answer for everything in society is no. I applied for a credit card with PayPal, had PayPal for years, and they cited that the credit score wasn't good enough. I have like 629 or something, which is probably not the best, but they wouldn't even entertain the idea of a couple $100 credit card, a small one. That's how sad it is. But you know what? That's fine. Fuck it. Fuck credit. It's just a different way of saying you're in debt. You know what I mean? Why bother? Alright. Alright, I'm going to end the video here and then take care of the cats. Thank you for watching. Bye-bye.